folks, today we are reviewing on 76391 the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Icons Collector Edition set with 3010 pieces, retails for $249.99 USD and $379.99 SGD, and also has 3 minifigures. Without further ado, let's go on to the next section and review this.
Okay, welcome back to review section. So starting with this beautiful set over here, I want to touch on the catalog first, just because it's rather interesting this time around. Looking into it, first we see the intro page where they express that this set contains the Hogwarts Letter from none other than our very own Professor McGonagall. Next on, we go into something a little more fascinating, a timeline for LEGO Harry Potter. You see here that it starts from 2001 with sets such as the Hagrid Heart being released, and later in with describes on how certain items are introduced or unique to certain sets. For example, the Ghost Rare holographic Dumbledore Wizarding card that only appeared in this particular Hogwarts castle in 2002. And then we have some significant events as well, such as the first Diagon Alley's release, the relaunch, and lastly our 20th anniversary. It's been a pretty wild ride, as you can see. And next page, we have the genius designers who actually we should thank for this set. If you want to read this part, you can simply stop the video right now and read it for yourself, but as for me, I think I'll go on to the following page. Now onto the last intro page, we have over here the full listings of every item in this set, and with that, let's start by going through every single one of these items, starting off with Harry's glasses. As the name suggests, this is a LEGO replicate of Harry Potter's iconic glasses, which honestly only reminds me of one specific scene, Hermione's first appearance.
For example, Oculus Reparo.
And yeah, coming back to this build right here, it is simple but it does work well as a display, and if you really want to, you can try it on yourself, but it probably will not work as there's actually no mechanism locking the sides of the glasses. As you can see right here, it's pretty wobbly. And with that, let's move on to the next item, the Felix Felicis, otherwise known as Liquid Luck, most notable from a scene where Harry used it to obtain Horcrux information from Slughorn. This potion over here is a rather precarious one, although it's yet another simple build which looks kind of like a carrot. I do like the sticker and its ability to glow in the dark over here, as you can see. And yeah, it's pretty cool, right? It's like glowing in the dark right there, pretty ghostly appearance, and just kind of shows that it's really different from other potions such as the Polyjuice potion, and it shows that how rare it is. And with that, let's move on to the next exciting replica, Harry's Phoenix Feathercore wand. First receiving it from Ollivander during the first film, this wand has helped Harry do many opponents, including the likes of Lord Voldemort. Personally, I do feel a connection to this wand just because I myself am opera like Phoenix Feathercore wand, as you can see in my Pottermore page over here. Otherwise, I'm just very contented by the texture and details they added to this build. For example, they have replicated the wooden texture completely by putting unequal bricks on each side, while not making it too messy and unrecognizable. Now that is what I call impressive. They also made the length accurate to the prop, so that's a plus as well. With nothing else to talk about for this, let's move on to something a little more lively, for example, a chocolate frog. So although this frog right here is nowhere as realistic as our snow owl, which I'll go through a bit later, he is pretty cool in appearance, with those two brown eyes attached by these transparent pieces, and the many triple handle bricks that makes up his legs. Furthermore, the flexibility of this build, courtesy of his many technique joints, are also able to make this build even more incredible, so it is commendable to an extent, and I really quite like it. And with that, let's move on to the next main build. As you can see right here, contains many different items. To make it simple, I just start from the bottom first with Tom Riddle's diary. So this book first appeared in the second film with the Chamber of Secrets, and it's actually the first Horcrux destroyed by Harry. Personally, looking at this build right here, I would say it's one of the more disappointing parts of the set, just because I feel that they could have at least provided a sticker or print to Harry's words on the book, similar to how they do so for Moaning Myrtle's accessory, and that would have made it perfect. Otherwise, it's not bad. I love the ingenuity of how they actually slot in this inverted tiles right here to give this flipping pages effect. It made it really movable, which is great. Feels kind of like an illegal technique, but I'm seriously impressed by who actually thought of this. Anyways, enough with that. As you can see, in front of the diary right here, we have also this nice Ravenclaw scarf right here. So I decided to make my own house just because I'm a Ravenclaw. But if you're from other houses, you can make so as well, because they provide a lot of extra pieces so that you can make at least 2 of the house scarves, which is pretty cool. As you can see from the extra pieces I have over here, a lot, right? And yeah, I appreciate that they allow us to make our own scarves, so I kind of feel more connected with the set. And next, going on from this, we also have 2 more random books over here as well, which I have absolutely no info about, so let's move on from that. And moving on from that, we'll see this tiny potion ingredient container over here as well, which probably belongs to Hermione Granger since the initials HG are actually on it. I would say this is definitely a better build than the books below it due to the intricate pattern bricks used and this exclusive print over here. Otherwise, I'm honestly more interested in the potion bottles inside. So enough dilly-dallying and let's look into it. As you can tell, we have 4 potion bottles over here containing different potions and ingredients. For ingredients, we have a variety ranging from the gillyweed, which allows one to breathe underwater, to powder asphodel and wormwood infusion, which are both used in the Drought of Living Death potion. Whereas for potions, we have the Polyjuice potion over here, which Harry actually used to impersonate as Crabbe and Goyle back in the second movie. All of these potions are very well designed, and I love that they actually have provided a generous amount of studs and leaves to actually put into each of these bottles over here, and giving a sort of spark to it, I would say. Of course, the stickers definitely boost the appearance a lot as well, especially this particular part over here, which shows the Hogwarts symbol and Hermione's initials again, proving that this, chest over here really does belong to Hermione. And with that, let's move on to this shiny item at the side. As most of you know, the Snitch is an incredible item the Seeker must get to decide the results of a Quidditch match. Without going into too much of the backstory, simply looking at this build, I'm quite impressed with the glow and the wings they used, which absolutely brings the item to life. I also feel that it's pretty smart that they have attached it with a Technic pin mid-air, as it brings out the illusion that the Snitch is actually flying, and it enhances the general elegance of the set. Now with that, let's turn this a little and look at the letter in front. By far the biggest print in this set, this letter contains not only McGonagall's signature, but also the Hogwarts symbol and message that you've been invited to study at Hogwarts in 3 big plates. I'm really satisfied that they have actually provided this printed plates in this set, and I love how they actually have attached and displayed the letter in a paper-like manner, albeit being a little annoying to attach due to the fragility of the Technic pins behind. Now onto the giant animal build above, we have the Harry's loyal companion, which is Hedwig. So for Hedwig, this owl build is honestly the most realistic animal build I have ever seen, as I kind of mentioned earlier, and I say that with confidence because every single part of this, including the patterns, the joint flexibility right here, as you can see, I can just twist it around, the stability and eyes of the build, all feels and embodies the actual being which I've actually met back in Japan in 2019. So if you guys don't know, I was in Osaka in 2019, and I actually visited an owl cafe as well, so I met a snow owl over there with the nice background of Hogwarts Castle behind. And yeah, it was just really a nice Hedwig experience I had, although it's not the actual owl in the show. But yeah, it was really cool, and here's a short clip of which. So I hope you enjoyed the short clip. Now let's talk about the minifigures given in this set and the final verdict. So for the minifigures given, we have a total of 3 golden Dumbledore, Hagrid and McGonagall, each unique in their own ways, and definitely the most fancy golden figures out of the whole 20th anniversary series. Each of the figures are highly detailed with their own set of robes and attire, but the one I like the most is probably Hagrid, mainly due to the difference in body mode and the fact that he actually provides a golden umbrella that the other characters do not provide. Next, while there are only 3 figures given in this set, there are instructions and bricks given to make another 6 stands to put the other golden figures, as you can see over here, with 3 and 3 on each side, with 4 and 4 on each side, and the middle Dumbledore over there. So this is what it looks like once the rest are actually gathered in one spot. So, all you have to do to actually replicate this is by actually replacing the initial singular ends with this 3-in-1 part right here and putting the singular ends at the far most left and right. I know it may sound confusing, but yeah, so here is a speeded up process. As you can see, I just showed you right there, and I hope you actually managed to do this as well properly. And yeah, so hence with that, we have actually finally come to the end with our final verdict. So for this set, in terms of aesthetics wise, I have absolutely no qualms with it. It's realistic, magical, and the owl looks like it's straight out from the Wizarding World, including every accessory in this set. Therefore, it is a solid 10 for aesthetics. Whereas for functionality, although it serves well as a collector's item, for certain parts such as the Snitch and the Letter, it can still be a little brittle and difficult to handle, and move at times, and thus, because of that slight con, I would give it a 9 in terms of functionality. And lastly, for price to piece ratio, with 3010 pieces for 379.90 SGD and 249.90 USD, and with excellent minifigures, this set has a very reasonable ratio, and I would give it a 10. With a score of 10, 9, and 10. Believe me when I say this is an A-grade set, and I have had a very enjoyable experience building this. In conclusion, it was a fun experience, and I hope that LEGO will continue making such collector item. And yeah, that will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you do, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you don't, leave a comment as usual, as it will help a lot in terms of improvement. Nox Lumos, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next magical adventures. Toodles!